All right, so on Saturday night, should I say Sunday morning in the early hours at the absolute crack of dawn, Tom Aspinall went out there and proved that no man alive is worthy of a shot at the heavyweight strap versus Jon Jones for the undisputed belt. There's no one more worthwhile than Tom Aspinall. That is a fact. And the way that he continues to run through his opponents, to absolutely destroy them, to hardly even break a sweat, is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous the way that he just obliterates all of his competition. If you look at his last few fights, Curtis Blaydes, 1 minute. Sergey Pavlovich, 69 seconds. Marcin Tybura, 73 seconds. Volkov, 3 minutes 45. Right, it took his time with Volkov, but he still got it done in the first round. Sergey Spivak, 1 round. Arlovsky, 2nd round. Alan Bordeaux, 1 round. Jake Collier, 45 seconds, right? He's still not gone 15 minutes. That's ridiculous. And that's why he is the interim champion of the world. Well, no, that's because Jon Jones got hurt. That's why he's the interim. But this is why he's the man to dethrone Jon Jones, to take the heavyweight strap. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion. He's the only man active right now with a claim to a title that's active and that is actively defending. So we know right now, because Dana announced it at the press conference, the winner of Jones versus Stipe, a lot of people are saying it's going to be Jones, that Tom Aspinall will be facing him next.
We'd be insane not to make him the backup for that fight.
Jones versus Stipe goes down in November, Madison Square Garden. It is confirmed Tom Aspinall will be the backup fighter, which is kind of crazy. A man in his position, a champion, a defending champion that, as I say, is just wiping the floor with all of the competition, is going to be the backup fighter. But that's how humble Tom is. He's willing to do that because he just wants a crack at either man. And right now, according to the bookies, to the odds makers, the people that allow you to potentially make money on this sport, they have Tom Aspinall as the favorite. He is a minus 150 favorite to beat Jon Jones, who is an underdog at plus 130. That means you bet $150 on Tom to win 100, and you bet 100 on Jones to win 130, if you're not familiar with the American system. Now, if I'm Jon Jones, those odds, they're pissing me off. He's going to feel overlooked, underappreciated, and pretty much forgotten about. And that's because he has been out of the octagon for a while. Tom Aspinall right now is the people's champion. He was the people's main event on Saturday night. Dana said the main event, it wasn't exactly a barn burner. Well, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes, that wasn't a barn burning either. That was a one-sided beatdown. Dropped him with a jab, followed up, got on top, bum, bum, bum. Few shots, that was it. Referee stepped in. Curtis kind of protested the stoppage, but it's not a good look when the visual is a heavyweight face down on the canvas with Tom Aspinall on top of you, just raining down unanswered blows. Now, Curtis said he got a little bit greedy in there. He did get a bit greedy. He was eating all of those punches. Just a joke, Curtis. I love you, brother. And he will be back, and he's a great guy, and he's a fantastic fighter. But that just goes to show how talented Tom Aspinall is. Now, as I said at the start of the video, Tom Aspinall doesn't have much octagon time because he's just wiping the floor with everybody. And if you speak to Henry Cejudo, the king of cringe, the Triple C, the Olympic gold medalist, and the 2-weight division champion, who knows something about this sport, he says the lack of experience and the lack of ring time is going to cost him when he does finally go up against Jon Jones.
The last 4 fights, bro. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Jesus Christ. But that could also be his worst enemy, too.
Now, he might have a point there because that's what we all want to see. I kind of want to see Tom Aspinall be tested. I want to see him in deep waters. I want to see him fight through adversity. I want to see what happens when he gets picked up, taken down, and controlled by a big wrestler. Can he take some shots? Can he get wobbled with a knee and then come back in the following round and put that in the rearview mirror? Everything that we've seen would say yes, of course he can. There's no reason to doubt him. But that's only because the man is that good. And according to Henry Cejudo, he would be a victim of his own success because he hasn't got the in-ring time. He hasn't got the experience, the fight IQ of a Jon Jones. And for Jon Jones to win this fight, he would have to have the best game plan that mixed martial arts has ever seen. The reality is, Tom's bigger. Right? He's bigger than most people. He's longer. I think he's quicker. He's definitely more powerful. Tom is known for his agile athletic ability for being such a big man. but you can't forget about the power. Remember, it was a jab that he sat down Curtis Blaydes with. It was a right hook that knocked out Sergey Pavlovich. And he does most of his talking with his hands or with his submission. So he's very, very well-rounded. But for him to be the favourite is going to give Tom a lot of confidence. So as I said, that probably frustrates Jones, because this sport is about what have you done for me lately. He's only had one win at heavyweight against Cyril Gane, who kind of on paper might have been a good stylistic matchup. Speaking of Cyril Gane, I would love to see Tom versus Cyril. That'd be a really, really competitive matchup on the feet. However, Tom is well-rounded. The sport is mixed martial arts and you can wrestle people. If Cyril could stop a takedown, it'd be really interesting on the feet, because Cyril, like Tom, is light, he's agile, he's quick, and he's a hell of a striker. But he does lack a little bit in the grappling department. He does have submissions on his record. The man knows how to do a heel hook, triangle, you name it. But can he stop the takedowns of a Tom Aspinall? More than likely, probably not. And I say that as a big fan and an admirer of Cyril Gane. And a friend, of course, shot a movie with him last year. We're on this film set, we're having a group dinner. Look who the f*** I bumped into. Oh, what's up, Cyril? Come on. Can't wait for that one to come out. You're going to love it. But going back to Jon Jones. So he tweeted Saturday night, supply and demand at its finest. I love it. What does that mean? What he should say is, don't worry. When I get through Stipe, I'll take care of you, Tom. And Tom Aspinall, as much as we love the guy, he's too nice on the microphone. He's got to call the shots a little bit stronger. I love Tom. I'm kind of half playing when I say this, but I'm a little bit serious as well.
Hello, John. I have nothing against you personally, but I just think I'm better than you. I just know that I can beat you in a fight. So I'm coming for it.
That's nice. That's great. But just say, you ain't shit. I'm the real heavyweight champ. I'm the guy with the belt. It's up to you to come and take this off me, not the other way around. But that's not Tom's style. And that's why we all love him and have a great respect. And hold on a minute. People are forgetting about Stipe Miocic. Listen, Jon Jones is fantastic. The run that he had at light heavyweight is legendary. That's why he's the GOAT. But he hasn't had that run at heavyweight. And he's going up against Stipe Miocic. That is a proven heavyweight. That is on paper the greatest heavyweight of all time, because he defended the undisputed belt 3 times, more than anybody else. So it's not a given. It is not guaranteed. It's not set in stone that Jon Jones is going to beat him. He is the favourite to do that with the bookies. The bookies often get it wrong. Last time we saw Stipe was 3 years ago, 3 and a bit years ago, March 2021. Got knocked out against Francis Ngannou. No shame there. The man hits like a Ford Escort going 70 miles an hour. Before that, he beat Daniel Cormier 2 times in a row. He's beaten Francis Ngannou before by decision. Knocked out Junior Dos Santos. Knocked out Alistair Overeem, Andrei Arlovski, and Mark Hunt, to name but a few. So we're all full of hopes and dreams and expectations for Tom Aspinall to fight Jon Jones. As I said, that's not guaranteed. There's also a possibility that after this fight, Jones and Stipe both retire. Dana White was asked about that. He said that would
Absolutely suck.
And you're absolutely right. It would suck. Not only would it suck, but it would also be not the best move for Jon Jones in terms of fan appreciation. The narrative would always be that he was ducking Tom Aspinall. So there's just a few thoughts on the main event. Tom Aspinall gets the job done once again in brutal fashion. Still hasn't gone 15 minutes in the octagon in 9 fights. Blowing through everybody. He's now defended the interim title once. He's the fastest, quickest, most powerful heavyweight on the planet. He's the favourite against Jon Jones. And no man alive can beat Tom Aspinall, in my humble opinion. And that's with the greatest of respect to Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. Still, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about him being the favourite against Jon Jones? And are we forgetting about Stipe Miocic in all of this? I think we are. It's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in mixed martial arts. Subscribe and ring the bell. See you soon.